Hi there. This beautiful beast in front of me here is my British made, Enfield made Martini Henry Rifle. It's a Mark IV and it was made in 1887. So at the time of filming it was 130 years old. It's a beautiful rifle, steeped in history, and it's lovely to shoot. And talking of shooting, it shoots these lovely monster 450 by 577 rounds. It's 85 grains of black powder with a 480 grain paper patch bullet. It's a really fun round to shoot. As everyone knows, black powder is highly corrosive, and so you have to give your rifle a really good clean afterwards. So that caused me a lot of concern when I first got this rifle, because I wanted to do it right, but you know, I'd heard about washing it out and things like that. I wanted to do it right, but I didn't want to just get water everywhere. And the first time I did clean it, that's exactly what happened. It was a right mess. And so I then developed like a funnel and a hanging system to clean the rifle subsequently, which works for me fantastic, and I really like it and thought it would be great to show you guys how I clean it. This is how I do it. I'm sure other people do it in lots of different ways, but that's how I like to do it. As I said, it was an Enfield made rifle. I don't know whether you can see the stamping on it there. We'll have a closer look in a minute. Okay. Right, so first thing we need to do is to remove the falling block here, so that we can clean it properly. Right. Okay, so you might be able to see the markings a little bit better there. Beautiful old rifle. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is drop out this block here, which drops with the loading lever to put the rounds in. Okay, so we need to support the rifle, a little bit of cloth, and we need to remove this split pin here which the block pivots on. So a nice soft punch rubber hammer, just a gentle tap, that's all it needs. Hardly takes any pressure at all, and then the pin will just pull out. Okay, so put that somewhere safe. Now, to then remove the block, it's very simple. You put your thumb on the front of the block. See if I can turn this around a little bit. Thumb on the front of the block, and you just pull up the lever and it will pop out. Simple as that. And there we have it. Right, that's all the dismantling that I do before I clean it, and now we'll take it outside and flush it out. Well, actually, just one more point. What I do before flushing it is I put a little bit of tissue in here. Don't know whether we can see that. So I'm going to run a brush down from the muzzle end into here, but I don't want it flicking dirt into all of the into the chamber here. So I'm just putting a little bit of tissue just to catch the worst of it. So, okay, right. Let's take this outside and give it a clean. Okay, so taking out the block, and I've put a little bit of tissue paper in there just to try and catch some of the mess that comes out from there. And now I'm going to hang the rifle by the trigger guard on this piece of doweling, and the muzzle over the bucket. Now I've got a funnel which I've made just from a piece of garden hose and plastic funnel, and we're going to put that into the action and pour in some warm water. Okay, that's loosened up a lot of the wax, a lot of the fouling, and oops, there we go. Now I'm going to run a brush down into the muzzle. Oops, just take out the funnel. Need to be really careful here that we don't damage the crown of the muzzle, so I always keep my fingers there as a guide, and that's out, and then back out. There we go, and again do another quick rinse. And I'll get the camera and show you what comes out. Okay, so put a little bit of detergent into the end of the barrel just to help clean it. Again, put the brush down, being careful not to damage the crown. Back and forth a few times. Now, normally I'd do this several times, flush water through, several more times, flush water through. There's no need to show you the whole process. It's just to give you an idea of how I use a funnel and how I hang the rifle, just so that water doesn't go everywhere. And I've done this method lots and lots of times, and it works really well for me. What I do once I've run the water through it is I will take it into the shop and I will run dry patches through it, and I'll clean it with a bore cleaning fluid such as butcher's bore shine, and clean it in the way I'd clean all my other rifles. This is just to get out the fouling, the grease from the grease cookie and the black powder residue. So hopefully this will help you.